भीगी भीगी सड़कों पे मैं तेरा इंतजार करूं, धीरे धीरे दिल की ज़मीं को तेरे।
But hello, good evening. Welcome to my channel. Today, well tonight, I don't even know what the date is. 1 second, let me check what the date is. It is Saturday, April 20th. So welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Danielle, aka Cinnamon Babe. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, so tonight I just received my 2 packages. It is shea butter and black African soap. So it's gonna be my first time using like the real organic stuff to wash my face. I'm trying a new like skincare routine, which is all natural, and we're gonna see how that goes for me. I've been breaking out lately. Let me screenshot that. Sorry, my bathroom's a mess, but yep, I'm gonna try a new skincare routine to see if it works for me. I've always dealt with acne and like extra oily skin. Oh, that looks terrible. But also I've been doing my own nails. It's a little bit of a fiasco, but for like a beginner that's just working with gel builder, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. And I've also been doing my toes as well. So that tutorial is also going to be a part of the vlog. So this is going to be my new skincare. Let me take a screenshot of that. Both companies off of Etsy. So the Savvy Eco Living and then the Plant Guru. This is Vitamins and Sea Living. I got this from TJ Maxx. It wasn't expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but it's blue sea kale and it's a serum. So I'm going to continue to use that. I've been using that for a while. It's supposed to help tighten and smooth the skin. Good lather. Doesn't really have a smell. That's good. Okay, we're actually gonna put the serum on. Ooh, it's a little bit of a tingle. Ooh. This is the shea butter. I hate these little breakouts I've been getting. This is what I've been using, but I think it's a little too gentle for me. Got that from Ulta. Well, actually, I said I got this from TJ Maxx. I got this from Ulta. I forgot. I go to TJ Maxx a lot. Next, with my hair care routine. Okay, this is just castor oil. It's 100% castor oil. This used to be rosemary oil in here, but once it ran out, I just put pure olive oil in it, extra virgin, and I have something in my eye. And avocado oil. So what I do is take some of the avocado oil and I apply it to my scalp every morning and every night. Helps with the itching. And kind of rub that in, massage it in. Then after I do that, I also have lavender and other type of little seedlings in the oil, so I have to like rub that off. Put just a little bit of that olive oil and that avocado oil, and then a drop of the castor oil. Castor oil is super thick and sticky. Rub that together real good, and then I apply it to my ends, a little bit at the top. And surprisingly, my hair is so thick, it doesn't make my hair real weighed down and oily. For one, I don't put that much, even though it seems like it. And then I'll either wash my hair once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on, you know, how good my flat iron will last and how my scalp is feeling. So yep, that is my nightly and new morning routine as far as skincare and hair care. Oh, I should have asked for some damn sour cream. I done forgot.
Saving $60 plus and doing it myself.
Damn it, I missed it. He was just rolling. Yep, there he goes. Yep. In trouble. Bad dog. bad dog.
Bye, kids.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do again.
It looks nice. Eat that mess. Sit down with your blue mouth at the table.
What's the name of this cornbread?
Maple bacon.
Maple bacon. They got the same thing. That's good. Take a little
To take the buzz, volume, stock in the best. I ain't scared to work, I'm more afraid if I rest. I don't want another, what is my memory? No ride regret forever, why unless you see. While I'm playing this beautiful this telepathy. But this is just the biggest change of all my energy. I can't tell that love, the drug and remedy. My friend of my enemy, the beginning and end of me. The end of a part of the movie that you will never see. The couple in the rain with no regret in the game. So what the hell, so what was just the summer fling? But something more like something that you was meant to see. Was that us or were we just a summer fling? Or something more like something that you was meant to see? I feel like I'm getting lost on my odyssey. I'm just trying to go and find my hope and have a peak. I'm just trying to be like Jonathan and let it be. I don't know, man. Feel me, hey, what's up? Thank you, thank you.
There we go. Sorry. Yeah. No controversial topics. Because they always say I don't vlog, put them in the vlog. They always say
For your little, we protect her TV. You gonna have TV.
happy birthday, sister. Love you. I like that shirt you're wearing, girl.
It's my granddaughter. I love you.
That's grandma.
Good night, Starburst.
It's good. Woo!
Crunchy Starburst.
I don't like the Skittle ones. I don't like the Skittle ones. I like these ones.
Yeah, Skittles.
Never in my life will I spend some cash on that.
This is like she said.
They hit me a couple more times than I'm
Like these candles.
Good morning. It is Monday morning. April, well, it's actually afternoon, 12. It's like 12, but April 22nd. And this is, I started using the African soap Saturday night. That's how it's Monday morning now. And already I'm seeing the improvements. And the breakout here already popped it. It looks red and inflamed. So I'm about to do my makeup really quick. But I just wanted to show progress. And I moisturized with the shea butter and a little bit of castor oil. Just a little tiny drop. because my skin dries out really easily. Even though I have very oily skin, it dries out really easy. Yeah, I'm just folding laundry and about to do my makeup. Go, Vincent, go! One more. One more. Yay, you did it!
Okay.
You got it. You got it. Careful. Yay! Right here. Hi, boo boo.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, baby. I'm on Cartier. We'll go. I am just worn out. They think dandelions are flowers.
Yes.
Thank you. You hold them. You hold them. Snot
I
nose.
had it.
You had it.
What this?
Thank you. Thank you.
This one.
It's a beautiful day.
These radio ads getting out of hand, okay? Because I'm on the way to the gym yesterday, and usually I play music off my phone, but I was like, whatever, I'm gonna like play the radio for a few seconds. I hear an ad, and it was like, oh, you can get a vacation, free vacation, blah blah blah, to Cancun, to all these places, and all you gotta do is call the number and answer the question of what animal lays eggs but it's not a bird. So I'm like, snake, immediately, duh, stupid. I called the fucking number. I'm damn near about to get into an accident because I'm dialing the number in so fast. And the lady answers, she's like, oh, what's your answer? I said, snake. She's like, you're the winner. Oh, hi, yeah, you won that vacation. I hope you're excited. I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm excited. Then she's talking me through it. She's telling me all the stipulations and blase, squaze, what. And then she gets to the meat and potatoes and she tells me, oh, you just have to put $199 down. What the fuck are we talking about? $199 for what? You said it was free. She said, oh, well, didn't you hear the radio ad? They said it on the radio ad. I'm like, bitch, I came at the end. And I thought this was a sign from Jesus in the universe. And you want to tell me I got to pay $199? Hold the fuck up. First she said $299. But I was like, girl, I'll get paid tomorrow. So she's like, oh, well, if you book with us today, it's going to be $199. I'm like, okay, girl. I'll let that fly. And she said, oh, you can also get a third vacation. You can also get a third vacation. We'll give you a $100 Visa gift card. So I'm doing the math in my mind. I'm like, if I put $199 down and they're going to give me $100 back, I actually got $100 out the pocket. That's nothing. Hold on. So I'm still talking to the girl and she's like, oh, you get a vacation to Mexico because I chose Mexico. And then she said, you get another vacation to a cruise. And she was like, you can go to Bahamas or Mexico. I said, girl, I'm going to go to the Bahamas. She said, oh, good choice. I wish I had been. I'm like, that's another red flag. I'm like, girl, you working for these people and you never been on a vacation? That's interesting. Then I can hear people in the background talking, so it sounds like a call center. It sounds like, oh, it's giving something's up. It's giving something that I have not, yet caught on to. But red flag. Anyway, so I'm like, girl, what's the name of this place again? When she mentioned the $299, I'm like, let's do some recognizance. Let's do some due diligence on the situation. So she says, oh, we call Dream Vacation or Family Vacation Dream, whatever the hell, Family Dream Vacation or something like that. I went and looked it up. Better Business Bureau popped up, said these motherfuckers are not accredited, girl. You better work with your own, your brain. Okay, so brain said, hang up the phone. So anyway, I'm just like entertaining it. I'm like, okay, well maybe it's a scam because a lot of people saying it's a scam. There's a few people that saying it's not a scam, that they actually went on a vacation, whatever. So I gave her, information or whatever, just, because some people actually said that they went on vacation, whatever. But they can't charge my shit yet because they don't know my info. So, fast forward, she's telling me all this stuff and I'm like, okay, well, is flight included? She's like, no, you got to pay for your own stuff. I said, okay, is food included? No, only on the cruise is all inclusive, okay? Is transportation included? Like to get from the freaking airport to the hotel. Is that included? No, that's not included. Then she said I gotta pay the hotel tax, I gotta pay a reservation tax, I gotta pay the $199, and I gotta pay like the port tax for the cruise, and I gotta pay for food, drink, travel, all this shit. And I'm like, girl, this ain't free no more. Okay, I'm doing the math, and it's like a minimum $1,400 coming out my pocket. Hold on. So she's like, oh, I'm gonna transfer you to the department that's gonna, you know, validate. They're gonna have to have your voice say that it's okay to charge your car, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, girl. She transferred me over. I hang up. Then these motherfuckers call me back. Child, when they called me back, I was like, oh, hello, yes. Oh, we got disconnected, yes. Because I needed to do more due diligence before they had, you know, fast talk me so bad. So, they called me back, and I'm telling them, oh, well, I don't know if I really want to do this, because what's tea? I'm missing something. Something's just a catch. I mean, besides the $1,400, that's, you know, besides the $1,400, the comments and shit was saying that it's a timeshare. And they wasn't telling me it was a timeshare. This was not information that was relayed to me. So I'm like, okay, let me ask these folk and see if they're going to be transparent about this. Because they weren't transparent. Okay, I wanted to see if they would be honest about this. So I was like, hey, is this a timeshare type of situation? And they said, oh yeah, there's a tour that you have to go to in Orlando. And I'm like, when the fuck was you going to say that? When the fuck was you going to say that? Did I mention that when I said I was going to cancel, they said they were going to tell me, oh, I could go to another trip and they're going to give me $100 Visa gift card? Okay, I hope I did. I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah. So he was like, oh, when you go to Orlando, they're going to have the timeshare, you know, tour or whatever. And I'm like, how long is the tour? He said, oh, it's 60 minutes to 120. I said, hold on, 2 hours? Minimum? 2 hours? Mandatory or optional? This nigga said mandatory. I said, oh. So I said, hold on. Y'all just covering the hotel, which y'all probably got, you know, discounted prices on. Then you're going to tell me I have to pay for the hotel tax, which could be up and down. I got to pay for my bags to get on the flight. I got to pay for the flight itself. I got to pay for food and drink. I got to pay for transportation. I got to pay for the hotel tax. I said that already. I got to pay for the cruise tax, the port tax, whatever the hell. I got to pay for the reservation fee, which says $99, and I can pay it in installments, whatever. And then I got to pay that $199. Does that sound free to you? Doesn't sound free to me. But yeah, I hung up. I said, you know what, we're gonna cancel this. So they fast forwarded me to the man, and he was like, oh, to the man that cancels it. He was like, oh, I gotta forward you to the manager. So I'm like, okay. Manager come up. I said, I don't want to go. And he said, oh, why not? It's a free vacation. I said, but it isn't free, is it? I gotta pay for all these things. It's not looking free to me. It's at least $1,400 out of pocket. $1,400 out of pocket. That is not cheap. That is not free. You are liars. I wouldn't say necessarily that they are scamming, because yes, you do get a vacation, but it is a scam because they don't tell you, oh, you got to pay all these shits and you got to sit through a motherfucking timeshare presentation. I don't want to do that. Please, you know, opportunities, girl, tarot card girls, get with it, because this was not really, I thought this was an opportunity, baby. Y'all led me astray, and I don't appreciate it.
But yeah, it's hilarious. He called me back again this morning. I didn't answer because it's like we don't have nothing else to talk about. Like, I guess if I was to be honest and just say, sir, I'm not interested, no thank you. But it's like, you didn't get the hint. I freaking hung the phone up and didn't even try to call the number back. Like, if I really believe that I want a free trip, I would call you the hell back. Like, if our number disconnected, phone's disconnected, I'm calling you back immediately. Like, any normal person that believed they won something for real would call you back. So why do you keep calling me? And then I would answer the phone if you kept calling me. So why do you keep calling, sir? Because you're crazy? Is that why? Because you thought you really had a sale? No, you didn't have a sale. I don't want to spend multiple hundreds of dollars. Unless that's something I'm planning to do anyway. I don't need your help doing that, sir. Oh, God help us. So yeah, that was that. Hilarious. If I can, I'm gonna stitch in the girl that, because she was a lot more insightful than I am, because like I said, I didn't ask questions. I'm gonna put the stitch in and you guys can watch it. But I'm gonna finish my makeup. Okay, so last night I ended up reading a book to my kids that I rented from the library. We tend to like rent a lot of books from the library. I'm usually the one who picks them out because my kids are still young and their attention span is, you know, not there yet. So a lot of times I'll spend my time collecting all the books we're gonna rent, and then they play in the play area while I do that. And so I chose this book thinking that it was a good book for children, but it is not. It is the creepiest children's book that I have ever read in my life. And so I wanted to share it on my channel. And it is called The Little Red Wolf. The Little Red Wolf. And it is by Amelie, however you say that. I don't know what culture this book is from. I need to do some research on it. But I am sure that it is European. Whatever. So I am going to read this and share with you guys, and just let me know what you think about it, because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. Okay, so these are basically the visuals, how it looks. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a family of wolves who lived in a deep and mysterious forest. And that's a cute little wolf. In this family, there lived a little wolf pup who was always dressed in red. Everyone called him the Little Red Wolf. Sheltered by the roots of the forest trees, the little wolf and his family led a quiet and peaceful life. One day, his mother returned from a hunt, bearing a few big and juicy rabbits, and told him, "Bring this nice rabbit to your grandmother, Wolf. She lost her last teeth and can no longer hunt." Sorry, I'm not used to reading on camera, but this stood out to me. Look at the poor little dead rabbits. So sad. Like, my kids thought it was funny, but like most kids don't want to see little dead bunny rabbits. Like, that's not pleasant at all. So next. The little wolf nodded as his mother handed him the bundle. She made sure to warn him, "Be careful to avoid the forest of dead wood, where the hunter and his daughter live. They are vile and cruel and hate wolves. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, so make sure to stay away from there." The little wolf nodded a second time. He trembled as he imagined monstrous humans with big hooked fingers tearing little wolf pups apart with their bare hands, and he promised himself that he would avoid that part of the forest. Look how creepy that is and violent. It gets worse. Like, this is only the beginning. It gets worse. And then he set off singing. Chapter 2. The little red wolf, already forgetting the danger, made his way through the forest without a care in the world, slowly straying farther and farther away from the trail. First, he followed a little beetle, and then he made his way underground following a bold little mouse, and then he chased a gently flowing cloud of pollen. It's so pleasant at first when he's, going through the forest, so pretty and mythical. Exhausted by all the fun, he stopped for a moment. It was then he remembered his poor, hungry grandmother. He looked at his right and left, and ahead of him and behind him the trail had disappeared. But he was not at all worried. "I am a wolf. The forest is my home. I'm sure I can find my way on my own, even without the dumb trail," he thought, and he set out once more. What an arrogant little wolf. This is when it gets weird, because it's like, what the heck? Okay. So next, since he was a wolf, one of the strongest animals in the forest, everyone knows he let his sharp sense of smell and hearing guide him through the forest. But he soon grew tired and his stomach began to growl, getting louder and louder. Grandmother Wolf does not have sharp eyes. She won't notice if I eat one of the rabbit's feet. And with that, he promptly ate one of the rabbit's feet and continued on his way, but his stomach began to growl even more loudly. He just ate the rabbit's foot. Like, oh my God. "If I eat his other feet, well, she'll think the rabbit is so fat that his little feet are hidden under his stomach." And he ate the rest of the feet. He continued on his way, except he felt hungry once more. "If I eat his ears, she'll think it's a big mouse." Her nose is too tired for her to smell the difference. Later, if I eat his head, he won't be mad at me. I'll leave her the stomach, the most tender piece. Besides, he doesn't have any teeth. She couldn't eat the head anyway. And so it continued until there was no more of the rabbit left. The little red wolf had eaten it all up. Panicked, he looked at his bundle, which now only held bones. The little bones are so sad. Little sad bones. Oh, look at him eating the head. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna make sure you can still see it. At this time, he also realized, make sure that it's a clear view. At this time, he also realized that the trees around him looked the same. He was truly lost, and the rabbit was gone. He was going to get in trouble, big trouble for sure. And he sat down and began to cry. Chapter 3. The little red wolf cried large tears. And this is when it gets so freaking creepy, it's almost unbearable. Okay. He couldn't stop thinking about his mom, his dad, his grandmother. They were all going to hate him, which is like, damn, that's a harsh word in a child's book, but okay. How could he fix this? He was in a terrible situation. How creepy his family looks in his imagination. Now look at this little girl. Look at this little girl. She's so freaking creepy. Look at her walking up to him as he's crying. Okay. Suddenly, a soft voice called out to him. Why are you crying? The little red wolf looked up. A young blonde girl dressed in strange clothes was looking at him curiously. Surprised, the little wolf remembered that he had always been warned to stay away from humans. But this little human seemed so gentle, so small, that surely he could trust her. Look at her big hair. She's so creepy. I'm lost, he cried, and I ate the rabbit I was supposed to bring to my grandmother. Now, even if I find my way, I'll be in trouble, he sniffled loudly. The little girl, bouncing gently, answered in a kind voice. Oh, but I have plenty of rabbits at home. I can give you one, so you won't get in trouble. I want you to see her face. Look at her face. The little red wolf was relieved. He stopped crying and asked quietly, Really? You would do that? The little girl nodded. Of course, come with me. She took him by the hand, and the two set off together. And watched the trees and stuff die off, and bones and all types of creepy looking things start to emerge. The little wolf and the young girl walked for a long time. The scenery changed and the trees became thinner. The young girl hummed a soft tune. Eventually, the little wolf asked her, What are you humming? It's very pretty. The young girl looked at him strangely and then said, It's a song that I made up. Do you want to hear the words? He nodded and the young girl began to sing. Creepy, freaking creepy. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young woman who spent her time deep in the forest. That's creepy already, but whatever. The people of the village said she had no soul. Like, why did they say that? That's so creepy. Why? But the village guard admired her deeply. And so they fell in love, and he laid down his weapons, and they lived a happy life deep in the trees. But he didn't expect. Suddenly, the young girl stopped. We're here. Look, I live in this tree. Like, oh my God, poor little boy. Chapter 4. Or 5. I don't know what that is. I think it's 4. The little wolf gazed into the clearing ahead of them. Look what's hanging up. Oh my gosh. In it was a massive fallen tree. A small door and a couple windows had been carved into the base. Gray smoke escaped from the chimney, built from the bark, but the clearing seemed dark and cold. Are you coming? The rabbits are inside. The little red wolf trembled without knowing entirely why, but he listened to her and followed her into the somber home. Just as he stepped inside, a horrible stench stung his nose. He walked forward slowly, unable to see anything in the dark interior. Keep going. You're walking too slowly, said the young girl. It's all the way at the end. Her voice grew harsher. Oh, my Lord. Okay. As his eyes got used to the dark, the little wolf could better see his surroundings, but he barely had time to see the strange cage in front of him. Shaped like a large woman before he was pushed roughly inside the door and locked behind him, he heard a little laugh. Look at the freaking cage. Look at the freaking... I know there's like a little bit of a glare. Look at the damn cage. It's so freaking creepy. Oh my God. Okay. There's rats everywhere. It was the little girl laughing and laughing. She laughed and she spun and she even danced. Ha ha ha. My papa will be so happy. You wolves are so stupid. The little wolf didn't understand. He stood up inside the cage and looked more closely at his surroundings. He was horrified to find wolf skins hanging from the ceiling, wolf heads mounted at the wall, and a rug of wolf fur resting on the ground. He realized then he was in the hunter's house, and the pretty young girl that was dancing with joy as she made fun of him was none other than the hunter's horrible daughter. How right his mother had been to warn him. What a fool he was. The wolf skin's hanging up. Oh my God. Like, what is wrong with people? I'm gonna make sure you can see it. The young girl stopped dancing and sat on the ground facing him with a dreamy air about her. We have to wait for my papa now. You'll see. He'll be so happy to see you. Then she continued her song. There you go. I turned off the light. See if that helps with the glare. Okay, here it goes. But he didn't expect what would happen next because horrible beasts were watching him. In fear, the guard took up his weapons again. But misfortune came and he couldn't stop it. Look at the blood. Like, look at that. That's all blood. Oh my God. Like, what the heck? Look at that. He's carrying her dead body. And ever since that day, we kill the soulless beasts because they all deserve to be erased. Look at her freaking face. Look at that. The young girl stopped singing. You see, you're all evil beasts, and that is why we need to kill you, she said as she neared the cage. You only bring pain. So freaking creepy. Oh, this is a jump scare right here. A freaking jump scare. Chapter 5, I believe. The door was shoved open and the light spilled briefly into the room before it was eclipsed by a dark, massive silhouette. Look how scared the poor baby looked. He's so scared. The little wolf thought at first it was his father, but when he took a better look, he realized it was a human. The young girl threw herself into the man's arms. He doesn't even look human. Oh my God, why? Look, I caught one of the evil beasts. The man smiled and affectionately patted the girl's head. Well done, my girl. I'm proud of you. The man approached the cage. The little wolf watched, worried. This man had the eyes of a wild beast. The little red wolf curled up inside the cage and screamed in terror. The hunter aimed his dreadful rifle at the little wolf. And look how scared he looks. Look at his poor little face. What is wrong with people? That poor baby. The little wolf, petrified, covered his eyes. A shot sounded and then nothing. He opened his eyes and barely had the time to see a large cloth thrown over the cage before he found himself in darkness once more. He heard footsteps, loud voices, and a defending sound. Only a few minutes passed, but it felt like an eternity to the little red wolf. Finally, the covering was pulled away. The hunter and his daughter were tied up in the corner of the room, but his father was looking at him. He put on his jacket, which had covered the cage a moment ago, and took his pup into his arms, which is super adorable. Like, that is so cute. Like, yay! But look at this.
I thought they were dead in this part. Like, they look dead. Together, the two left the gloomy place and were happy to find the sunny and verdant trail leading back to their home. The little red wolf, overjoyed, was singing and dancing happily as he followed his dad. Finally, some pretty colors again. His father, surprised by the familiar tune, asked him, "How do you know that song?" Astonished, the little wolf realized that he had... Sorry, my dog is snoring in the background. He had realized that he had been humming the song of the evil young girl, and he told his dad the whole story. His dad, moved by the story, spoke with melancholy. "I know that song too, but I remember it a little differently," and he began to sing. Once upon a time, there was a strange young woman who spent her time deep in the forest. Look how they illustrated it. Why? The people of the village said she had no soul, but the village guard admired her deeply. And so they fell in love, and he laid down his weapons, and they lived a happy life deep in the trees. From dawn to dusk, she would weave magnificent capes, and every night of the full moon, she would leave her home. She would find the wolves who truly understood her, and kindly give them the precious capes she wove. So she liked to hang out with wolves. That's not creepy. And so began the loveliest of friendships, and under the benevolent moon, all danced without a care in the world. So she gave them all jackets or capes, which is creepy to see wolves standing upright with capes on. Super creepy. And one night, the hunter was unable to find his wife. So she would just leave every night without telling him where she was. Why would she do that? Worried, he took up his weapon and set out to look for her. So she did this every night, and he just found this out. Like, what? Okay. Okay, when he found her, he was blinded by fear. The man let his rifle speak, aiming only to kill. Okay, so first of all, why was he so angry? It's not like she was cheating on him. Look at his eyes. And then look at him blasting the damn rifle. Like, okay, first of all, you see a bunch of wolves standing upright with, like, clothes on, and you see your wife, like, you know, they're all hanging out. You don't ask no questions. You're not curious about what is going on. You're not amazed. You just start shooting. That's so stupid. Oh my God. Lord help us. This is a damn shame. But in his rage, misfortune struck, so sad and horrible that he could never forgive himself. He freaking unalived his wife for no reason, just because she was with wolves, and the wolves were wearing clothing and standing upright. Like, he had no questions. He just started shooting. What is wrong with him? Seriously. And then that's the end. That's it. It just ends on that note. Freaking creepiest, darkest book I've ever freaking read. Like, if you want to get this, go ahead and get it. I don't know where you'll find it. I literally rented this from the library, but, like, don't read this to your kids.
Maybe little Brett have that you don't have double.
She can't hold a candle to the beauty of your smile.
Hey, okay, so it's Friday. My Shein order finally came in. We're gonna be going to Miami next week, so I'm gonna show off those outfits that I got and sandals that I got. These are only $3 or $4, cannot remember, but they're like platforms. You can tell they're gonna be super comfortable. Show you on my ashy foot. It's a zebra print, and the romper I got a zebra print. So next I'm going to show you my purse. I'm going with like the neon theme because I feel like that's perfect for Miami. The material feels super cheap, so I'm not too pleased about that, but I love the color. I love the little keychain, the little black and white keychain checker print. It's like a little knot. Goes perfectly with the neon. And I guess this is called Super Bros. It says I'm going to try to show you the best in myself. So yeah, it's cheap, but it'll go good with my outfits. First is a super cute romper. Okay, next outfit. Just wanted to show you styling it with the bag, how cute it is. The one I have the matching sandals with, so I'm really excited to pair that. The matching sandals. So lastly, is this like kind of ripped up, a little Gucci file. That's going to conclude today's vlog. Well, this week. It's been like a week. Yep, next week I'm going to Miami. So that's going to be the next vlog. So please stay tuned for that. That's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. It's going to be my first time going to Miami. So please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Also, follow me on Instagram. I am Cinnamon Babe. And then Cinnamon Babe by Danielle. Thanks and have a great day.